Welcome to Hoardganize with Professional Organizer Rachel Seavey. Every Sunday at 6 p.m., Rachel shares her expertise and compassionate approach to help you deal with overwhelming clutter. Rachel?
Hey, collectors! Welcome to the Hoardganize Podcast. I'm your host, Professional Organizer Rachel Seavey, and welcome. We are in week 5. We're over the hump in our Clutter FREE Summer Challenge. I hope you're all still hanging in there. I know when I teach my decluttering classes, people, they make it about halfway, and then the amount of people in the class, it just starts trailing off when things get harder and harder. So to get the most out of this 8-week challenge, you must participate, even if it's just one item a week. I've been forcing myself to participate. Unfortunately, I've been overly busy. And then this weekend, I was sick with a stomach flu and having some shoulder issues. So that's really fun. But you know what? That's not going to get me not decluttering. I'm still with you this week. I hope you're still with me this week. Even if it's just one item a week, together, we are going to be getting rid of stuff. So the goal is to start the fall with less stuff, not to be perfectly organized by the fall. Okay? I'll say it again. The goal, collectors, you're so perfectionistic, is to start the fall with less stuff, not to be perfectly organized by the fall. And there's a really big difference between the two. A big difference physically in the amount of clutter that you have, and a big difference in the amount of effort it takes. Give yourselves a break. This is a challenge. This is not, anything set in stone. Everything doesn't have to be perfect by the fall. Just less stuff. So here on week 5, we are talking about getting rid of old sheets and towels. Now, this is something that I actually really love doing because I'm sick like that, right? The reason I love doing this is I love giving my old linens to animal shelters. Animal shelters truly need old textiles to use in the shelter. And towels and sheets provide comfort to animals, and they're soft and they make excellent absorbents. So your local animal shelter will take all towels with hair dye on them. They could be ripped or snagged or frayed. And they take sheets and pillowcases that are faded or have holes in them or have lost their elasticity. Now, I know there are some of us that just can't bear to go near the animal shelter without feeling like they have to adopt animals or without feeling really bad. Most of the time, you can honestly just drop your sheets and towels off at the reception and not even have to go through the shelter. You don't have to see any animals beforehand or after. It's really something that's holding you back, but it shouldn't be, because you have to, at least where I live, pretty much get approved to walk through the shelter and view an animal. So when you're just dropping off your old linens, normally there's a reception and they'll take it. And if you still can't bear to do that, there is the green bin, like we talked about last week, where we put our socks. And I actually put Shane's socks into a green bin, but it wasn't called Use Again. I'll have to look back at my YouTube video and see exactly what it was called, and I'll get that information to you as soon as possible, because I guess not all green bins are from that one company that I told you about last time. And these green bins, these miraculous green bins, will ethically recycle any textiles that they receive that they can't donate or use and turn them into rags. As I mentioned, I love doing this. However, you might not. My family was not as enthusiastic as I was to go through the linen closet. Everyone, except me, of course, agreed that our towels were fine. They're great. I love our towels. Don't get rid of our towels, Mom. Now, we're a household of 4. We own 10 towels, bath-sized towels, 4 beach towels, 6 hand towels, and 6 wash rags. I honestly practice what I preach, collectors. I don't have an overabundance of things that I'm not using or that I don't need. But this time, my family put their foot down. And as far as sheets, each of our 3 beds has only 2 sets of sheets. But I promise you, I'm going to find some to bring to the challenge. I actually know where I have some extra sheets. I sound like you guys know, right? Okay, collectors, your job, my dears, is to open up that crowded linen closet. You know, the one that you haven't been into for years. It could be blocked. If it's blocked, you're going to have to move things to get to that linen closet. And if that's not even going to happen, then just try and find some linens around the house. But open up, and I've seen, it's so funny, they all look the same. I've seen many of your linen closets, and they are jam-packed. They are maxed out with sheets of all sizes. Some of them don't even match, and none of them have been touched in decades. And this includes, your old cleaning rags and the old kitchen towels. All of these can be used by the animal shelter or be recycled in one of those green bins. There is no sense in hanging on to old sheets that you aren't using. Keep those sheets and towels you actually intend on using. I'm not saying get rid of all of your sheets and towels. We're not going to be a perfectionist about this, and we're not going to try and get you to be a minimalist. I'm just saying get rid of the ones that you don't actually intend on using. And the reason that I haven't suggested that you donate your sheets and towels to Goodwill or Salvation Army is they don't accept these items. At least in my area, they don't. Not unless they're still brand new and in the package. And I encourage you, get excited and throw some blankets in there. Maybe you've got some old blankets that you're not using any longer, and thinking of a small animal cuddling up to it makes you feel good. Just make sure, if you do get excited and start throwing in blankets, that you don't donate any crochet or knit blankets, because their little claws get stuck inside of the holes. And don't donate any blankets or pillows, anything full of stuffing. The dogs and cats, they'll shred those. They'll tear those up. So they are not accepted. And to get a full list of what your animal shelter does and doesn't want, give them a call. Ask them what the best time to drop the stuff is. Don't just think about it and not act on it. Once you've actually made that phone call and they've said, oh my gosh, yes, I love your old towels, please bring them by, you are committed. You've got to drop them off. Make a decent sized bag. Make several, paper bags full of your old linens, and take them this week to the animal shelter or drop them off in one of those green recycling bins. That is your homework, collectors. And you're going to feel great. At the end of those 8 weeks, we're only 3 weeks away. We're over the hump, and you're going to be starting the fall with less stuff. Collectors, you've got to tune into YouTube and check out how hard I've been working alongside of you on our Clutter FREE Summer Challenge. And while you're there, make sure you're subscribed, click the thumbs up button, and leave a comment. I love hearing what you all have to say. Until next time, collectors, and remember, happiness is a place between too little and too much.
Are you embarrassed and ashamed to have people over? Do you need expert advice on the tools you need to begin decluttering? Hoarding and chronic disorganization specialist Rachel Seavey offers one-on-one consultations for people who are ready to make a change. For more information, visit collectorcare.com.
This has been Hoardganize with Rachel Seavey. New episodes are available every Sunday at 6 p.m. and also on the Collector Care YouTube channel. Download Rachel's Affirmations for Collectors on iTunes or Amazon.com. Or sign up for Rachel's blog at collectorcare.com and receive 7 tips for clutter-free living. Thanks for listening.